In this problem, we have a day trader who opens a brokerage account and purchases 400 shares of Internet Dreams at $30 per share. She borrows $5,000 from her broker to help pay for the purchase. Interest rate on the loan is 5%. The first part asks what is the margin in days account when she first purchases the stock. If the share price falls to $19 per share by the end of the year, what is the remaining margin in her account? Let's do this step by step. I prepared a little Excel template for margin calculations for both long and short positions. So that's what we're going to use. Well, originally she purchased how many shares? 400 shares at $30 per share. So 400 at $30 per share, and she borrowed 5,000. She does not have any other assets that is reported. And originally, the margin percentage on her account is 58.33. So let's actually let's see, let's copy this here. Let's do this as an intermediate calculation. The question is asking about the dollar margin amount. And that would be, let me see, times shares purchased times stock price. Let's give that a pink format. And make it dollar. So her margin amount is $7,000. Margin means how much value there is left in your account after the borrowing. The second part of the part A asks if the share price falls to $19 a share by the end of the year, what is the remaining margin in her account? First, let's calculate the margin when the stock price is $19. It looks like it's 2,600, but it has been a year, so we have to calculate interest. Let me put in interest amount here. The original amount borrowed times 1 plus the interest rate. For now, I'm going to put in 5%. And I just use this to calculate it. Let's actually do this with the original amounts. Now, by the end of the year, she actually owes 5,250, 5,000 on the principal, and another 250 on the interest. So by the end of the year, our dollar margin is now 23.50. Part B says if the share price falls, apparently I've done it twice. That was the part B. If the maintenance margin requirement is 30%, will she receive a margin call? On this one, when you are in solver mode, which can be changed by simply double clicking on this traffic light, and your unknown is equity margin, it automatically calculates the equity margin for you. It's 30.92%. Maintenance margin is 30. You are above that, so you will not receive a margin call. What is the rate of return on her investment? Well, let's think of it this way. Original, or let's do it this way. Dollar return. Originally, she bought 400 shares at what you want to call $30, which was 12,000. She borrowed 5,000, so she put in $7,000. So her original minus 30 times shares purchased. She actually lost 4,400. Percentage return or rate of return equals dollar return divided by her original investment, which was $7,000. And let's convert that into a percentage. 62.86%. Negative 62.86%. Remember, her original investment is not 12,000, even though she bought $12,000 worth of stocks. Only 7,000 of that was her own money. That's always the problem with margin investing. Your returns are enhanced, but so are your losses. If you think about it, the rate of return without margin, let's put it here. And that would have been 19 minus 30 divided by 30. So if you had not used margin, your rate of return would have been, or rate of loss in this case, negative 36.67. But since you borrowed, uh, your rate of loss is much higher, or your rate of return is much lower. Anything else on this problem? No.